I made an icon every single day of February. DaaDuuDay, the project where I make an icon every day of 2024. I've made it through yet another month. Let's jump straight into the slideshow. If you'd rather watch the YouTube shorts for each of the icons, the playlist is in the description. Bada bing! So in January summary video, I talked about basically every single icon. This time, I'm not going to do that. If I don't have anything interesting to say, I'll leave it out. And then after this, I'll talk about my overall thoughts of the month. With Throfer, I had to cram a lot of information into just 1 minute, so some of the script got cut out. I think this is the only icon where I've intentionally cut stuff out of the short that I wanted to say. In the sketch segment of the YouTube short, you can see this green rat guy. He's a Ratatouille from Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. He's not a Throfer, but his design resembles one, and the Japanese name for Ratatouille is Moko Moko, which is an obvious reference to Throfer's Japanese name, Muku Muku. Anyway, I was just gonna say that instead of Throfer, they should have tried to make the new name more consistent with Ratatouille. Call him like Gofuer or something, I don't know, I need to move on. I love most of February's icons, but Button is one of the few that I don't. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just incredibly boring. I doubt anyone noticed, but I accidentally forgot to draw Shadow's back quill. It's in the sketch, but I didn't put it in the art, and it bothers me so much! I was pretty disappointed with Moonfish, but I think that it looks pretty good when it's placed amongst other icons. It's one of those bland ones that is better with less negative space around it. Link is funny because I ended up drawing him on Microsoft Paint a few days later, and I ended up liking that so much that it's hard to look back at the icon as being good. I did eventually convince myself that it's still great despite that, and in some aspects it's definitely better than the later artwork. Blue Raspberry is another one that I don't really like. Again, it's not bad, but it's really nothing special at all. It's just a bunch of balls with gradients. Speaking of gradients, I think this is the only icon I did in February that incorporated one. That might be something to work on in March. It took me until mid-February to draw a normal-looking human this year, unless you count Two-Tone Face or Link, which maybe I should be counting those. Anyway, I'm still blown away by how good Hartley turned out. Hartley is what I named this girl. It was really inspiring to me that I was able to draw something like that without much issue. There's this guy outside that's talking and it's hard to record, but I will try. I said in the YouTube short that Kine didn't turn out too well, but honestly I think it's pretty great now. It grew on me a lot. I think Teddy Bear Clown is another one of my favorites. I had a lot of challenges when trying to design it, but it all worked out great in the end. I never gave the CEO of Picnics a name. Does anyone have any ideas? Rice Hourglass is my least favorite icon from this month, and it's one of my least favorites overall as well. It's a fun concept, but I was not ready to draw an hourglass that day, and I don't know why I thought I would be able to portray Rice well in that mindset either. Yeah, I'm still not going to explain why Caterpillar ended up looking like this. Honestly, the fake-out toast ended up so great that I honestly wish that that was the real icon for that day. Plain toast didn't hit very hard. I still like it though. It's baffling how many comments I got on Morhun. There's a lot of Morhun fans out there. I said in the YouTube short that there was another inspiration for Ancient Statue Head that I didn't mention. I love seeing ancient artworks depicting humans, but I especially love ones that portray humans in a funny way. My goal was to make a statue that looked exaggerated and wacky. The wacky faces in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga are one of the inspirations for this, even if they didn't end up influencing the design really at all. And finally, there's Lee. Yeah, it's time for some overall thoughts. I'm glad I was able to make it to the end of February without really any issues. I still have days where I struggle a lot to figure out what to draw, which makes me wonder how long I can keep doing this project. But I think those moments are to be expected, and I hope I'll be able to at least get through March, but who knows. I'm starting to notice that I'm hitting roadblocks when it comes to how effectively I can portray ideas. There are certain effects that I've wanted to make, but just haven't been able to do easily enough to warrant using them for these icons. There were several icons this month that took an hour or longer, which I want to avoid. But as I get more and more into my ideas, the harder it is to finish them in a timely manner. First of all, I need to get back into doing icons a lot quicker, not caring as much about errors and sloppiness. And I also need to work on learning some of the tools better and experimenting on how to accomplish certain styles quicker. That's about all I have to say. Thank you so much to my 44 subscribers. I gained 22 in the last month, which is awesome. I still haven't really told many people that I know about this channel, but maybe I will next month, who knows? And with that, I have nothing else to say. Oh, the DaaDuuDay.